Welcome to the most profitable workshop guide for 1.7. For the second patch in a row, numbers appear to be down across the board. These numbers were achieved around day 150 to 200, and they were also not with any advantages to them, such as the sweatshops perk and doing any micromanaging. So these are the bare minimum numbers. There are two things that I really want to mention before this gets started. First of all, how these are achieved and why I get comments saying that this is actually making me a lot of money. When I do this, this is a average over the course of 2 months. So therefore, I could go ahead and stick a silversmith anywhere, and for the first couple days, it could make 300 to 400 a day. As soon as they run out of silver, that's going to be it. It's now going to start producing zero. So when I would do this, those days would then count as nothing made, which would bring down the average. So when a shop runs out of something, it's going to make nothing, and therefore it is not going to have as much of an average. And that's why you'll notice sometimes you'll make a lot more than what I think you're going to make, because you're just looking at it from a few days instead of over the course of the entire 2 months. So therefore, you never want to take these as this is what this can potentially make. All this is just a guide showing you what these shops should make on an average over a long period of time. The second thing is about the economy itself. The economy is broken down into 3 different time periods. You'll notice at the beginning of the game that everything is super cheap. You could go up to Saiyanon and you can buy hardwood for 3. In this early game, you don't make as much on workshops because the economy hasn't stabilized yet. So, when you first start out with shops, they're not going to be as profitable. You will then enter the second phase, which is day about 150 to 250, in which the economy stabilizes. This is when you're going to start pulling approximately your max profit for the game. This is going to end up lasting anywhere between 100 and 300 days, depending on the economy of your game. So around day 400 to 600, you're then going to hit the final part called inflation. When inflation hits, that is when the prices go completely out of whack. You can actually make more depending on whether or not your town has enough goods. If it doesn't, your prices could plummet. If it does, your prices could skyrocket. This is when shops become an absolute wild card, and the profits that you see could vary greatly. So remember that also when you buy shops in those 3 periods of the game, your prices could be drastically different. As always, I have it broken down into 3 different categories, as I do not like to just pick a number, since you could run a test 20 times and probably come up with 20 different numbers. So if you see it in gold, it should average over 200 a day. If you see it in silver, it should make 100 to 199 a day. And if you see silver with an asterisk behind it, that means it most likely won't even make 100 a day. And that is the best shop in that town. So there you have it for 1.7. Without further ado, I will let you guys get to it. And from now on, you will see that they are time stamped. You can just click on the timestamp of the kingdom and get right to the information you want. So here are the most profitable workshops for each town separated by kingdom, with, of course, my top 5 at the end. Until next time, take care, and thanks for watching.